Hi, and welcome back again. So today we're going to be jumping into the R's in my horror movie collection. We're getting pretty close to the end, so only a few more to go. We're going to start this one off with a really good late 90s film called Ravenous. Great cast, phenomenal film, cannibals set in the 1800s, give or take. I have not watched it in a long time, but when I first watched it, absolutely amazing. Then we're going to move on to these ones here, which Rec 2 and Rec Genesis. Huge fan of the Rec movies. I do love Rec 1, Rec 2, Rec 3 Genesis, and Rec 4 Apocalypse. Unfortunately, I only have the 2 on Blu-ray. So I've got Rec 2, great follow-up to the first one. Amazing films, rabid zombies running around in a very tight enclosed space. Very claustrophobic, great films, love them. This one here is an absolute classic, and I've got so much time for this movie, Return of the Living Dead. So this is an 80s film, it's a classic, it's a follow-up of sorts to Night of the Living Dead, but a bit different. The zombies themselves have more personality. If you haven't seen it, get on it, it's great. Fantastic soundtrack too. Then they've got the follow-up, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Look, to be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. It felt very kiddish to me. Sure, there are some enjoyable moments in it. Overall though, not a huge fan. Okay, this one I decided to include, even though it's not a true horror film, it is quite horrific, and that's Red State. And that's from Kevin Smith. Really good film, great cast. John Goodman's in it, and he is fantastic in it. Like I said, it is by Kevin Smith. Great filmmaker, love him to pieces. I mean, it's not his greatest work. It's a fantastic film, but I think he's better suited to those comedy films. Reeker, old one, can't say too much about it. Haven't watched it in years, but I remember it being a really good film. And then we go on to these ones, which I've got most of them. I don't have the final one in the series. I've got Resident Evil. Great comic to film adaptation, very different to the game itself. I enjoyed it. Like, I don't care what anyone says, it's a really good film. Paul W.S. Anderson took the game and turned it into a really good film. It's very different to the game itself. However, the sequel, Resident Evil Apocalypse, I really didn't enjoy it. I've given it multiple chances. It has some good moments, and it is more in line with the games, but there are certain scenes in it which really irritate me, particularly where the zombies are coming in and it goes into this shaky cam, slow motion kind of view. I don't know what they were thinking, but it really is off-putting. It was followed up by the better, much better Resident Evil Extinction. I actually really enjoyed this one. Alice really getting into her powers and yeah, just more zombies, more mayhem. Really fun movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Resident Evil Afterlife, once again, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Thought it was really well done. This is a Steelbook edition, so it's actually pretty cool too. And you've got the Axeman on the back, Mila Jovovich on the front, and then Retribution. Look, I thought this one was quite weird. Wasn't a huge fan of it. As part of the series, it was still good. It's not as bad as the second one. That was still the worst out of the entire set. The only one I don't have is the final chapter. I did thoroughly enjoy that one though. It was quite good as a wrap up. But yeah. There we have it for the R's. I will be back very soon with the S's. I've got a few in the S's which I want to go through. So look, thank you for sticking around and watching these. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up, like and subscribe. And if you want to, share the video. It's always helpful. So thanks again for watching. Have a good time. Bye.